You are a quarterback. You can act that way as a wide receiver. You can act that way as a linebacker. I'm sorry. If you have quarterback privilege, there's also quarterback standards that I would like you to adhere to.
Steve, part of my argument is that the tattered black family structure undermines black male leadership. When 75% of your kids are growing up in homes led by a woman or some single parent, with no dad around, it undermines your ability to produce leaders. You couple that, the rise of the black quarterback is not a coincidence that it's happened at the same time that the game has been taken away from the quarterback, and now the game is managed from the sidelines and from the press box, and they don't really care about leadership, and that's why a Deshaun Watson can get paid. He's nobody's leader. He can't lead in that locker room. He's been clown-suited by all these women. And so I just think that the technological advances and this, again, goes to my discomfort in terms of the game has actually gotten easier for the quarterback, and more responsibility has actually been put on the sidelines and the coaches, but we've seen this rapid ballooning of quarterback salaries, and we've seen the head coaching salaries balloon as well, but I'm not sure if it's proportional. The coach is actually more important in football than he's ever been at any time in the history of football. When O.J. Simpson and Walter Payton were the highest paid players in the NFL, that was a player-dominated, player-driven league. Quarterbacks in the 60s, 70s, 50s, many of them called their own plays. Now it's all a head coach-driven thing, but we're lavishing all this money on the quarterbacks as like they're carrying the biggest load. I just don't believe it.
Jason, you've lost so much weight. I can't call you Fat Joe, but you need to lean back. Let me disagree with you a lot, okay? A lot. Here's the ironic part about the father situation. You know what the ironic part is in this particular one? Kyler Murray had a father, a very strong father figure that I think me and you have both said, wow, that guy's very influential. You know what? It hasn't been a great thing because his behavior is not what I expect out of a franchise quarterback. There are certain things that he's done, whether it's scrubbing the social media or subtweeting. I'm like, you know what? You're allowed to be unhappy with your work situation. You are a quarterback. You can act that way as a wide receiver. You can act that way as a linebacker. I'm sorry. If you have quarterback privilege, there's also quarterback standards that I would like you to adhere to. Here's the other thing about the technological advances of football. I disagree, though. You know why I think there's more and more black quarterbacks? I think the style of play has a lot to do with it. Yeah, I get it. Most quarterbacks now have a headset where the coaches call the game. But with the rise of the spread offense, which now every high school in America basically is running a version of the spread. So there used to be a time when quarterbacks were really thought about don't run the ball, stay in the pocket. But with the rise of the RPO, the read option, and now the fact that quarterback athleticism is being utilized, and you're cutting down the field in certain respects with one read, there's going to be more and more black quarterbacks. There used to be a time, Jason, when I was in high school, and I think you were in high school, there used to be passing leagues, the 7-on-7s, and basically the only schools that did them were in California or suburban schools, and literally it was only the white kids that had quarterback tutors. Guess what? Everyone does that now. The 7-on-7 leagues in football, the summer camp circuit, is big across the country. It's the AAU version for football. So I actually think the level playing field has helped the black quarterback and also the style of play. Also, I get it. The quarterback coach and the coordinator matter with the headsets. But let's go back to the Rams.